Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is video 2 of 2 for today.
But first, a word from our sponsors.
Oh, it's coming in nicely. Might have to trim it a little bit though.
Hey man, ready for the week?
Oh yeah, my beard's getting pretty long though. Didn't have any time to cut it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Just didn't have time this morning. What's all that stuff?
Oh, I brought my shaving kit.
That's how you normally do it, huh?
Yep.
Seems like it's taking a long time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep the beard, you know, it's coming in nice and thick.
Yeah.
So.
It's a lot of stuff to be carrying around with you to shave on the go.
Yeah, it's a hassle.
You could get a Manscaped Handyman. It's a compact shaver. Fits great in a gym bag, glove box. It's fantastic.
Ooh, that's nice.
And you can get around your nice full
It's a beard.
beard.
Yeah, it's a beard.
Nice full beard. Yeah, you should look into it.
The handyman seems pretty convenient. Oh no, my beard!
Guys, it's time to power up your grooming routine with the all-new Handyman Compact Face Shaver from Manscaped. And get 20% off and free shipping when you use code AngryJoeShow. Click those links down below.
Guys, check out Manscaped. We've got a new product called the Handyman. It'll help you with your beard needs. Yes, sir.
Nice and smooth.
Nice and smooth. Guys, click those links down below. This goes towards supporting our channel. Goes to an awesome product that you can pick up for Christmas and your friends and family. Also in AJS news, our Starfield review went over well. I talked about going on vacation with us. Just an idea, throwing it out there. Amazing response. Over 100 emails sent to Geek Nation. Guy, you like us. You want to hang out with us. They're like, yeah, Joe, wherever you want to go, let's hang out. We have more details on that. I'll create a separate video, separate from the news. A third video we'll put out today with some more details on where we're actually going. We've chose the United Kingdom is where we go, and we're doing a bunch of video games, tabletop games, castles, pub crawls, that kind of thing. And if you can't afford, because, this is a tour. It's thousands of dollars, as
Not to us,
hotels and stuff. We wanted to give a free option to people who can't afford that. And so we'll have a meetup at some point there. So the details for the free meetup, if you want to come and hang out with us for a day, will also be on that video. So go check it out. And Alex, tell us what the heck else. And that's not for like 6 months. We're talking about next year. We still have to fill the slots. We need at least 8 people to go with us, and then we can make it a reality. And then up to 24, we'll cap it. So, anyways, Alex, tell us what the hell else has happened in gaming news part 2.
Fallout TV series, we got a release date. It's set to release in April of next year, so April 12th of next year.
It's a little sooner than I thought.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we got we've got some teaser trailers and stuff. We've seen a lot of the making of footage. Some of it looks really, really great. They took some abandoned gas stations and turned it into the accurate looking ones. So production has been hard at work for a while.
We'll see how the writing goes.
Yeah, the writing is the writing is the big thing. So so we're focusing on Vault 33. It's going to take place in Los Angeles. And I don't know. Cast is great. Walton Goggins, Kyle MacLachlan.
Walter Goggins?
Yeah, Walton Goggins. Walton. I think
Walton.
you've seen him. He's the villain in a lot of a lot of stuff. And so it's co-produced by Westworld co-creators. And so there's a lot of talented people behind this one. So hopefully it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's and Walton is that guy that's in a lot of Wild West films, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, we will be reviewing it, and if it does the right thing and puts us in the Fallout mood, then maybe we can go back and play some of the Fallout games.
76?
That is not a Fallout game. That is garbage.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's trash. Didn't happen.
I mean, yeah. Whoever thought of Fallout 76 should not have a job. It's like, there's a PV. Everyone loves the PVE stuff of Fallout 76. You know what we should make? or Fallout the game. You know, we should make a battle royale because that's what Fallout 76 was supposed to be.
A boring battle royale.
It's not where you start.
With no NPCs, nobody to talk to. Oh, y'all didn't like that? Okay, let's start putting in the stuff that you did like.
We'll sell you lawn gnomes for $90 a year. No, it's $100 and something a year for Fallout first. All right, well, too much Fallout stuff. Let's talk about really good video games. Good video games.
Yes.
Skull and Bones is delayed again.
What?
What?
I did not see this
Alex,
coming.
are you fucking serious? Jesus fucking Christ. Just cancel this fucking game then.
No, because
I want to play it.
They don't have
Now
as
you
much.
want to play it. You're like, it's been so...
It's
now you
got
want
it's
to
like,
play.
it's
So
gonna
they
be
got
so
you, Joe.
fucking bad.
They got you. They say, you know what? You can't play. You want to play? You want to play? Everybody give it? Nope. 6 more months. You want to play? You want to play this? Nope. They got Joe to the point where it's like, all right, I want to play. Give me the thing.
I want to see how bad
Can't
it
believe
is
you want to
now.
play it. No, it's not bad. It's just going to be so painfully fucking average and boring. It's like, what fucking took them so long for something like this?
That's why I'm curious.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, hey, man, did you hear that warehouse over there is on fire? And you're like, oh, cool, you want to go check it out? And then you go over there and...
You remember the last 2 fucking delays where we were like, we will allow the delay so as long as you put in shipboarding and motherfucking krakens. Mythical monsters and shipboarding. Is that what they're doing? How long is the delay?
It's not very long. So we knew that it was going to be either the end of this year or early next year. And so now it is officially coming out somewhere early next year. So, and then that's maybe, right? Because we did this news story over 10 months ago in January. Pretty much exactly the same thing where it was delayed and pushed back. They're talking about...
Cool.
So I don't know. I don't know what they're doing because they had a bunch of release-worthy betas that they've had people do, and everyone's like, oh, it's really... People
No one said really
said
good.
You mean
I was like, no.
influencers who got paid that said, wow, this is
or paid
really
with
good.
access, yeah.
If it's so good, how come it's not out?
Yeah, and so they appear to be changing stuff, and what I'm worried about is they're going to add a bunch of stuff. They're going to add shipboarding.
Good.
That's not going to work. Or
Good,
they're
add
gonna,
shipboarding.
They're going to add monsters, and they're going to get stuck in their
Yes,
animations
good.
and not work.
I want it. I don't give a fuck if they don't work. You fucking add them.
Okay, but
Better to be there than not be there.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see. So we'll
Ain't
see.
gonna be
Some,
there.
yeah,
What do you think? One more delay?
I do.
Another fucking delay on top of this delay that we're talking. You're
Didn't we
preemptive
just say that last
striking
time
another
too?
delay.
Yeah.
I think it honestly will depend on how the fiscal year goes. So if Ubisoft makes enough money towards the end of this year and they really don't need to have this game on this fiscal
What the
year's
fuck
books.
do they have coming out? They ain't got shit.
Well, so Assassin's Creed Mirage came out. They made some money with that. They've got Pandora coming,
right.
the Avatar
Pandora.
game coming. So it's like it depends on how these games do. If those games do really, really well in the holiday season and they don't need this game on the books, I can absolutely see them pushing to next year where it may be more lean because all of this is about stock price. That's how, I mean, they want to make sure that the people who own their company are making the most amount of money, not how good video games.
Yeah, they're trying to lessen the damage that this game will do to their company because they already feel like it's a loss and they're just looking for the right time where it will impact them the fewest.
The least, yeah.
The least.
And so if they can afford to, I think they do push it into next year, but they may not be able to.
Okay.
So we got some news from
Jesus Christ.
Insomniac that the Wolverine game is set in the same universe as Spider-Man.
What? Why? That's fucking pointless. That's just shut up.
They
Shut
want to
up.
build hype.
That's dumb. Is Wolverine? Is there even a hint of Wolverine in the game? No, I haven't found it. No, I don't think so. That's stupid. Stupid.
But Avengers Tower and the Sanctum
Yeah, which makes it even stupider
and Wakandan
because it's like,
Embassy.
where the fuck are all the other heroes when the symbiotes are literally taking over one of the most important cities in the fucking world?
1,500-foot
New York?
Sandman trying to kill everyone. And
That they'll let Spider-Man take care of, and if he can't take care of, fine. But when your entire city is being invaded by aliens, then you expect Wolverine, or who's in the universe apparently, and Avengers and other people to show up, but nobody says a goddamn peep.
well, maybe he was there the whole time and he's just very short.
Yeah, you couldn't see him.
He is like 4.
He's
or something,
somewhere.
Right?
Yeah, he's supposed to be really
Yeah.
In one of the alleys. Keep looking for him. He's fighting in the alley.
He's just there on the bottom of Sandman.
Yeah.
Clone.
It's not doing anything. He's just
gonna
making
take a
his,
while.
his claws dull. Yeah.
Gonna take a while.
Insomniac has also fixed something that is a massive error.
I don't think it's an error. It's all the same, right?
Yeah. So the Puerto Rican flag that was actually a Cuban flag is now a Puerto Rican flag again. But I'm with Joe. That's pretty much the same thing, right? No.
Fuck all of you assholes! Whoever this fucking idiot was, it was like, yeah, Cuban, Puerto Rican, it's all Caribbean, whatever. Just
She
do
just
it.
put like a Mexican flag.
Put a fuck. That's what they should have done. See, what's funny
Puerto Rican,
is the
Mexican,
fact that they put
y'all look the
a
same.
Cuban. It makes it somewhat okay to other people. They put a Mexican. All of a sudden, it turns racist. Right? Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's the Mexicans are like, what you trying to say?
It's like, wait, that's not.
Wait.
No.
That would have been
different.
racist if they put a Mexican flag, but somehow it's not racist for them to put a Cuban flag instead of a Puerto Rican. Whoever did this, you're a fucking idiot. You should be flogged. And what is it? Tarred and feathered. Yeah, that's what it is. Put some tar on your body, put some feathers, and you can wash it off in a few hours. But you done fucked up. So they finally fixed it. Great, thank you. Wonderful.
Did he go around the
Appreciate
office
that.
like, Miles is Cuban, right? Yeah.
No, nobody's. Miles Mexican? No. He's
put
not
the
Mexican.
flag.
I think he's Cuban or something.
Yeah.
Cuban or something is what the
maybe-
response was
He should
when
have
the
been
guy
like,
was
let
checking.
me check Google real quick.
Google? What the fuck is that?
They're still using Ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves gave him bad info.
Yeah.
Yeah. In case you were wondering, the Puerto Rican flag is 5 horizontal stripes, 3 red, 2 white, and a blue triangle on the left side.
They don't even
where
know
a
what the
star
Puerto Rican
is
flag
centered.
looks like.
The flag of
It's
Cuba.
right on Captain America and
Oh,
Captain
yeah.
Puerto Rico. Everybody knows what the Puerto Rican flag looks like.
So it'll be fixed.
No, it is fixed?
Yeah.
I thought you said it is fixed.
I think, yeah, it is. It's
It is
fixed,
fixed now?
Yeah. So
right. Idiots.
we did it. Solved racism.
That would have been funny if they put like just some random country flag, Zimbabwe's flag or something. Like, why, man? Miles really loves Zimbabwe, or put a fucking Kazakhstan's flag. I don't know, just something way out there. He's like, yeah, he's a big fan of it.
Yeah. We sincerely apologize and we'll do better in the future, is what Insomniac said.
It's so weird because there was a whole fucking level with Puerto Rican culture in the first game. So it's like, who? So then that even hurts me even more because it was clearly
play the
just
game.
pandering. They went to the panderverse, I guess, because whoever worked at the first Spider-Man development team got fired or let go. And then in this game, they forgot he was Puerto Rican. They're like, yeah, he's one of those, a Cuban. No, he's not Mexican. I know that. I know that for a fact. Cuban, one or the other. Just put it up.
It was probably some dumb intern that whose job was.
Why is it the intern's job to put up decorate Miles' house?
I mean, it's not a high-end developer who's there to develop. If we're trying to be honest, probably some kid named Dalton or Trevor who was just like, yeah, whatever. I grabbed something
I
and it's
had a
fine.
friend named Trevor when I was a child.
Yeah.
Should have
Anyway.
chose somebody like I don't know. What's a bad name, Joe?
I was just thinking of tight end from Iowa names. So yeah, like you.
Dalton.
Yeah, there are a lot of Daltons and Noahs, Trevors. It's like, okay, they don't know. I'm just saying they don't know. All right, Unity. There's a lot of people who worked at Unity. Apparently, were saying that the disastrously unpopular fees were rushed out. The CEO is gone. Massive changes over there. There's a lot of people who are just not working with him anymore. And according to a lot of anonymous sources,
that was a big fuck up.
Major fuck up. And according to some of these sources, they said, yeah, we had a big meeting. Everyone said, this is a terrible idea. You need to talk to some other people about it. And then it went live the next day without anyone talking to anyone about it.
You reap what you sow.
So, I mean, this is it was a retroactive fee taken from devs for every install of the game, no matter how the install happened. It destroyed consumer confidence in their products, saying like, look, yes, it would have been minimally financially impactful to a lot of indie devs. They just said, now I know who you are, and you're going to renegotiate our contract after the fact. You're going to wait until my game is. You could wait till my game is massively successful until you decide to charge me some things. And I would just rather not work with a company that that does that.
Exactly.
And honestly, that's the way it should be. So Unity shit the bed, and they're going to lose a lot of market share, I hope, before this decision.
Especially when people told them, hey, man, we don't think this is a great idea. All right. Fuck you. I'm moving on and doing it anyway. You get what you fucking deserve.
Yeah.
You get what you fucking deserve.
This is a great quote from it. If I don't seem impressed that the current terms won't brutalize my expected revenue, it's because it doesn't take a genius to flash forward to your next twist of the knife. Apparently, you're able to and willing to change the terms under which we use your engine, placing the fees and thresholds wherever you like. And I mean, that's exactly what the sentiment is. So, good. Hopefully, they move to someone else.
Take them a little bit to repair their reputation, and they're going to have to do some cool stuff to earn people's goodwill back.
It's going to be fucking hard.
Well, they talked about the changes already, and people are like, we're not even thrilled about you walked some of the stuff back, but we're still not thrilled with the way that you handle things.
Yep.
And it's like, look, it's not my fault you're losing all this money. Maybe have less employees, maybe have less costs, do things in a different way because no.
Yeah.
This ain't it.
Yeah, it's not my fault you don't want to run your business. All right, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1. It's really contentious. There's one of this article here is like, it's not phoned in. It's just faithful to its roots when talking about how garbage it looks, how garbage it runs. It's like, no, it's supposed to be a piece of shit because the games used to be pieces of shit.
What's the outlet that you quoted?
This is from Forbes, and the title is, it's not
That better
phoned
not be
in.
Paul Tassi.
It's not. I checked because I like Paul Tassi quite a bit. And so, look, this is a game that is just ported over from its old PlayStation to the new consoles. The problem is it's a super fucking lazy port. It runs
basically the same shit with no effort.
Usually
no
what
effort
happens when
at
you port
all.
over.
Yeah, no effort to put in. And like, there's massive notices on Steam. It's like, look, you can't use your mouse and keyboard, which some people were upset about. Even if you're just like, look, I'm going to play this on controller, it just didn't run very well. It runs worse on the Switch than it did on its existing hardware. The Switch is significantly stronger than some of this other stuff. So it's like the company that made this did not do a good port. People are refunding the game. People are upset about it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, we have half of the gamers out there go like, no, it's supposed to be bad. Even some of the Steam comments were talking about how horrible it was, still recommending it to people. It's like, I don't understand you.
Because of the legendary status of those games.
Oh,
they're like,
100%.
hey, it's the same exact thing 30 years ago. Then that's the way it was supposed to be.
No.
Yeah. The problem is it just didn't work, and it's not worth your money. And eventually they may fix it. But look, I get that there's a ton of toxic negativity.
And this is not. I confused this story because I was like, wait, that remake, with the upgraded
Snake
graphics.
Eater,
What are
yeah.
they talking about?
Yeah, not that
That's
one.
not that one. The upgraded graphics version.
This is the
Collection.
Master Collection.
Master Collection, not the remake.
Yeah. So Metal Gear Solid 2 runs at 60 frames per second on PlayStation 2 and 30 frames per second on Nintendo Switch. It's not a remaster. It's just, it's a terrible port. So
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So on the Switch, it's 720p at 30 frames per second and not even stable at 30.
Okay.
So it runs better on Xbox 360 and PS3 than they are running on PCs and some other things. So it's just like, look, lazy port. They should feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about Creative Assembly.
Okay.
It's a shit show over there. They canceled Hyenas. They were milking their franchise. They were.
I think Sega canceled it.
Yeah, they were bloating the cost of their DLCs. They were taking this money and shuffling it elsewhere.
Not doing too good. One of my favorite companies. I hope they turn it around. What? Why are they in the news? What happened? Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me now. Don't hurt me.
They put out Pharaoh, which is just a reskin of Troy. They're charging full price, and it's not a full-fledged game, and they should feel bad about it. People were upset about it. People are commenting on their Steam. Talking about boycotts and things, releasing information, and now they're banning people over they're trying to say that you.
God dang it!
So don't speak out against us.
That's not how to handle it, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Damn.
All right. I get it. I get it, because the community is angry. And listen, I was there. Okay, I did that Empire Total War review. I did the Rome review where I, really reamed them. And I know what the Total War community is like. Sometimes they can go too far. So, I don't know the details behind these specific bans, but it's always a bad look where the company starts to ban people who have a negative reception and are trying to tell the company that they love, hey, you're making decisions that aren't very good and we don't like them. It looks bad. It looks real bad. Mm-hmm. Now, I know some people can get out of control with it, but yeah, Pharaoh is the lowest player count and highest all-time peak. That number on Steam charts is the lowest for any of the Total War. And I think it was just a game that nobody really asked for. I mean, there are fans of it, and it's polished in certain aspects. I know certain people that like it. I haven't played it, so I cannot form an opinion on it.
Were you looking forward to it or anything? No.
No. And I want to play it. I want to try it out, but I'm just so busy with other stuff. So eventually, I'm sure I will get to it. But it does look like a saga title, like Alex said, like a Troy or a Britannia, not a full price $60 historical thing that the fans have been waiting for. When talking about bands, there are some historical people that are like like it's their whole life. Mm-hmm. And they've been waiting through all of the Warhammer shit, even though they had to slowly admit, okay, that shit is good. But they hated it at first, right? And they were like, hurry up with the historical. So, of course, when Pharaoh comes out and they mess it up, those people are going to get loud.
Yeah. So let's see. Since the Total War community voiced concern over the increased prices on DLC for the Warhammer game, the developer has announced they will be banning users from the game's Steam forum who, quote, come here to be disruptive. And I mean, I will be posting pictures. I mean, these are just normal comments.
They're normal comments.
That are
God damn it.
There are doxing things. There are psychos.
Those
are not the norm.
And
those
are the ones that need to be banned.
But people saying, "Hey, this is not great. What are you doing? We're not getting our money's worth." I mean, it's just even normal stuff. So
that goes against everything that we believe in, because I actually posted my Empire video when we were little kids, basically, because this is years ago. This is more than a decade ago. I think that video is almost 10 years old now. I went to the Total War forums because that's where everybody hangs out. That's where the devs hang out. That's where everybody, and you could get your message heard. And you can tell it's bothering them because you can tell they're hearing it because they're banning people. Like, what you say, motherfucker, I'm going to ban you. Don't do that. Don't do that, Creative Assembly. I love you guys.
A lot of great comments like, that'll win the community back. It's like, yeah, let's keep fighting the player base. Surely that will fix the series.
Ban them.
And then just, again, normal comments. Steam has long been a space where we've allowed people to create the space they want to talk and discuss the game. Unfortunately, over time, discussions have grown increasingly off topic, unconstructive. So any of those other previous ones, you're getting banned. And then everyone's pointing out what's called the Streisand effect, and we've covered that a bunch of times, where Creative Assembly is a dumpster fire filled with shit right now because they are making bad DLCs. They're charging too much money. They've been milking people, and it drives me crazy because I like a lot of their games. The prices are going up, but the content is going down, and the quality is going down. It's like, you're selling me how much is this DLC? I get one Lord. The campaign is bugged. Nothing works. And when you release any of these Total Warhammer games, they literally don't fucking work for 6 months until a second team, a more talented team, fixes them for you. There's 2 teams over there that works on those things, and one's really good and one's less good. And so all they're doing is calling attention to it, which is called the Streisand effect.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what's happening over there, but you cancel a $100 million shooter game, and then your mainline franchises aren't doing very well. And we talked earlier this year about them opening another studio.
Sega initiative that they made Creative Assembly make that. Is what I believe. But yeah, it still detracts. It takes a lot of resources away. Yeah. A lot of people have been hoping for a better new engine and the next historical Creative Assembly big title. Well, surely that was fucked with because of Hyenas.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least financially, at least manpower, at least in some way. Sure, it's probably not the exact people who create RTSs and this and that versus, being put on FPSs, but I know it affects the company.
Oh, for
and
sure.
So
even if all the people at CA are exactly how you remember, like just really passionate people who want to work on the games, the fact that they are beholden to someone, even so, anytime we said Creative Assembly, we could just interchange it with Sega because we don't know who's in charge.
Know
and so it's like, even if it is Sega's decision, this is still horrible. And this is not what we want to be seeing from this company that has been
chasing a trend, and then they didn't even follow through. You wasted all this money chasing a trend, and you didn't even release it to see if you could get any of the money from the chasing. That is such a facepalm. That is such a failure of leadership. It sucks.
Well,
I look forward to the day because I look forward to the day that Creative Assembly gets right back on track, and I know they have it in them. Because I've seen it before. When I put out my Rome Total War review, the devs even got in touch with me. They said, Joe, we loved your video. And, in fact, we had a team meeting. We all watched it. This is a hard time for us. We need to, and they were, like, reactive to feedback. That's how you be Creative Assembly. That's how you do it. We're here for you. When you start combating us and banning people, then this is not going to work. It's not going to work.
Well, so your sentiments don't matter because, according to the community manager, the right to discuss is a privilege. It is not an entitlement you earn by playing the game. So all that stuff what you just said was very nice, but fuck you. You don't get to criticize anything.
They're getting too wrapped up in in the policies on the website of the discussion. You can't curb discussion if it's not happening.
Yes, we can. What?
If it's not happening on the Total War forums, it's gonna happen somewhere else.
We'll silence
What's
you
your
there,
problem?
too.
Well, then take your ass somewhere else. It's like, okay, but that's not the attitude to have right now.
Yeah, and then so the Total War Reddit is.
But
really
obvious.
funny.
But listen. I didn't look at that news story, Alex. You did. What we need, they Creative Assembly and all those community managers are probably taking a hardline stance on those ones that got out of the way, out of line, and then the community is saying. No, you're actually banning other people that didn't do that. And then it gets all fucking confused because that happens all the fucking time in these all fucking things. Because the community manager is like, no, like if you want to talk about, the game and the flaws and stuff, you can definitely do that here. I guarantee you if I fucking message him right now, it's like that's not what we're doing. What we're doing is some people got out of line, doxing, threatening, getting really ugly. Those are the people that we're banning. We're not banning people who are like, hey, this game sucks and here's how it sucks.
Yeah. But some of them were that.
We don't know that. That's unconfirmed. We're not getting into it.
I got the picture.
Give me the fucking link.
We really needed this thread, and I fully support it. Thumbs up. Banned. Only post in the forum. I have news for you. This one's a little bit more edgy.
The guy that said we really needed this thread got banned.
Yeah.
Did he have posts in his history that did previous stuff? Did somebody did a research on that guy?
Apparently, the Reddit sleuth said that was the first time he had commented in that thread.
Okay, then they are fucking up.
Yeah.
Can I have the fucking website, please?
This is the Total War subreddit I'm looking at right now.
Total War subreddit?
Yeah, so reddit.com/r/Total War.
And the banning.
Yeah. I mean, it's not great. And then, there's things like community manager has time to tell the community discussion is a privilege, but not to remove hyenas from the Twitter banner. So it's like there's a lot of fun poking around stuff.
Yeah.
The issue
it sounds like they're running it very poorly over there. They need a reality check.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it probably is just one or two community managers. They may
Power
actually,
hungry.
they've been.
Well, I want to know who it is so I can talk to them. Who is it?
Evangelos, community manager, Creative Assembly. Evangelos is the person who says, discussion is a privilege. You don't get to talk to me in the way that you want to and discuss our game. So.
Okay, not a person I know. Because there are multiple people associated with community. Because I was going to message somebody, but I don't know who Evangelos is. He needs a talking to.
Yeah.
The leadership needs to come down on him and say, hey, maybe you're going a little too far here.
Maybe.
These are our paying customers. Do you understand what a customer does? He gives us money. Where do you think that the money comes from for your salary? Do you think that we just grow it on the tree outside?
Yes.
I mean, one of the top posts is getting my money is a privilege, Creative Assembly, which I may choose to bestow upon you in
There you
exchange
go.
for a good product. It's not an entitlement you earn by pumping out mediocre products with a Total War brand name slapped on it. I mean, it's constantly things like this. It's like you can't make bad games.
Yeah.
You can't make poor DLCs that aren't worth the money.
Yeah. They're not making bad games. I'm push back on that. I think they're making great games, making very poor corporate decisions, and overcharging people. And this is why the community and providing games like Pharaoh that people are like, hey man,
That's
we don't,
what I was thinking.
didn't really specifically want this.
people aren't
Why are
happy
you
with
doing
it.
this? Oh, and you're gonna double charge us on it. You're gonna make this a full price game when it isn't. Yeah. It's a shame because, like, this is a company that I like and with my childhood and the best, in my opinion, the best sort of real-time strategy games that mixes battles with campaign maps. They'll get back on track. We just need to talk to the right people. I'm going to jump in, and because I have contacts there. I have community managers from long ago. I've always wanted to visit Creative Assembly. I just never had time to. So I'm going to message them and be like, hey, guys, like, it's been a bad week. Can y'all look at this? Can you be nice to your community? Maybe. Can you talk? Can you talk to your people? Talk to your man.
Yeah. Having a monopoly and losing.
The
to
guy's
yourself.
drunk. Go home.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just he's having to defend Pharaoh, and he's probably super frustrated. That he's having
Yeah.
to defend.
Probably just had a bad day and then.
All of the bad days. I mean, yeah. So it's not just the community manager, but it's bringing a lot of attention to this that wouldn't necessarily come. So. All right, unless you got more on Creative Assembly, that's what I have for you.
I have Five Nights at Freddy's the movie.
Oh, why?
So we are going to review this.
Great.
Because it is exploding. It's doing a lot better than people expected. It is breaking all the records, all the records being shattered in opening weekend. Five Nights at Freddy's box office. They debuted.
Shattered Super Mario.
That's the one they couldn't reach. Super Mario is a little bit more popular than Five Nights. So this one did 80 million, and I think Super Mario did more than 120. Something like that. It did 80 million in North America and 130 plus globally. And it only had a budget of 20 million.
And it had a simultaneous streaming release too, which
Yes.
is insane.
That's why they were surprised, because you could just stay at home and watch it on Peacock, which is how I'm going to make the boys review
or
it
you
with
can stay at
me
home
today.
and not watch it.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to watch it here. Because I hear that it's not very good. But you know what? In this day and age, it don't matter whether something's good or not, especially if it's based on a, popular thing. Super Mario Brothers is the 10 out of 10, right? It was a 10 out of 10.
You
Yeah,
give your keys and you're like,
Hey,
it's the thing I know
Everything.
for an hour and a half, and they're like,
So I love horror, and I think that I'm happy that there's horror doing well. However, what this will do is it will probably encourage more PG-13 horror films and low effort horror cash-in films. You know a sequel's coming.
Yeah.
You don't make 80 million in your first week on a 20 million budget and not make and I think there are teasers.
there's at least going to be 3 of these movies.
You think
at
so?
least. If not,
Fuck.
like, we're going to go this is going to be the new Saw. Like, we've been looking for a new Saw franchise, right?
Please don't. Yeah.
So-
it's
and-
Blumhouse, so they want franchises.
They make dirty money. They know exactly what they're doing. The people over there are super smart. Now, the problem I have with this movie, and specifically this movie, I don't know, maybe I'll love it. Everyone tells me it's terrible.
Yes,
but
everybody
it
says
makes tons of money, and every time a shitty movie makes a shitload of money, it just means that they're going to hire the same bad writers.
Yeah.
And we're not going
Right.
to
They're like, oh, the reason why I was successful is because of these guys.
Yeah.
No, the reason why I was successful is because the video game is successful. Right now, a bunch of kids are like, what are we going to do for Halloween? Well, I don't feel like trick-or-treating. Let's go to Five Nights at Freddy's, And the parents are like, take me to Five Nights at Freddy's. And the parents are like, what do we do this weekend? I don't know. Just take the kids. What's out? Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, I remember buying them that game. That's why it's fucking popular, because it's a Fortnite fucking tie-in thing and all this bullshit.
I weep for what the lost potential. We could have had a good Super Mario movie, like with a cool story and great dialogue.
Hopefully we'll get it in the sequel. So that's our hopes now, is that the first thing that comes out is garbage, and then our hopes for the second thing is like we're battered women here. Sucks. So yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's is not getting good reviews. Here's some different takes. A bloodless, generic take on horror video game sensation. Typical game to film hash. Deeply puzzling, tonally bananas, promises chills but delivers yawns. That's the biggest one. And then it's not scary. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and it's about as fun as congealed Hawaiian stuffed crust. What? That's wow. Okay, that's an analogy.
Well, you've ever
congealed Hawaiian stuffed crust.
Yeah, so stuffed crust. You know, the cheese, if like in stuffed crust, if it gets cold, you know, it just kind of solidifies and congeals. And
I don't have a lot of stuffed crust pizzas. Do you? Yes. It gets cold and it does what? It
hardens. It turns back into string cheese, pretty much. Because that's all it is. It's string cheese stuffed in the crust of the pizza. Yeah. And you pay $300-$400.
I've been into cold pizza and hard pizza.
I love cold pizza. It's fun.
I do like cold pizza. Anyways, this is rough stuff for a film that was 10 years in the making, but none of that matters because it's kicking ass on its name alone. And who knows? Maybe I'll have to ask cousins and family members whether the little kids are liking it.
Jacob said he went to go see it.
Oh yeah. He said it was all right.
He said it was fine.
Fine.
But the people were going crazy because I guess there was
people were going crazy.
Yeah, because they're huge fans.
So people really loved it.
Yeah, it's like either you really the game, so you fucking.
Oh, you see?
It.
Oh, is that Freddy? Oh my God, it's Freddy. Freddy's on the screen.
Thing I know. Oh God.
That's how the Super Mario
was.
That's exactly what
and
Mario
that's
how this movie I think it's gonna be. It's like,
all right. So here are the records it broke. Highest gross in the opening weekend for Blumhouse. Wow. It surpassed Halloween. Halloween only did 76. This did 83.
Evil Dies Tonight.
The 19th Blumhouse film to open in first place at the domestic box office, which is good. I like seeing horror. I'm happy that horror is doing well, but I am worried for what's coming next. But, okay, so that's the negative. The negative is we're going to get a lot more PG-13. We're going to get a lot more garbage. Here's the positive. I think we are at the precipice of a movie video game explosion. Because what was the fad? The fad was superhero films. I think the superhero film fad is starting to die a little bit.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of it.
I'm getting tired of it. We're not really looking forward to Kang's fucking invasion or whatever. Marvels. Now, the way they can rejuvenate that one is X-Men. But I think they know that, and they're sitting on it. They're like, okay, let's make sure we do this one right, because that's when we'll get people back in. But Phase 5, Phase 6, nobody's interested in that shit. So I think that's dying out. And what this is going to show people, and this is going to show the studios, wait, what? So this was on a video game? You made that much money on video game? Well, what other video games are out there that we can buy the license cheap and we can make them? So there could be an explosion of video game movies next, and we've seen some good ones, lately. There's been bad ones. There's a lot of bad ones, but there's been good ones. So hopefully this can lead to more video game adaptation. So that is the good news.
Here's my thing about the movie, too. Like, again, we're going to watch it, but I just don't like jump scares. It's like it just seems like it's cheap, and that's what the game is.
The whole game is jump scares,
yeah.
But here's what it is the game is setting up an atmosphere so nicely so that you're in that atmosphere for 10 minutes and then a jump scare happens. When I don't like jump scares is when you don't set anything up effectively and then you just do a jump scare, it doesn't work. But if you're setting things up effectively and you have a jump scare, I'm okay with it. To a degree, obviously, because jump scares are just annoying in the first place.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's the whole game.
But that's the whole game.
Yeah, that's like how you gonna. I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll have a jump scare counter when we watch it later on today. We'll try to put out the review either tonight or tomorrow because we're gonna fucking watch it now that it is the second biggest video game adaptation of all time. It is the second biggest video game adaptation of all time, behind Super Mario. Super Mario made 146.
Just wait for the Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
That's going to
It even beat Halloween, so that just shows you that the old guard is dying and the new guard. And then didn't they spend, or I don't know what company spent for the Exorcist rights, and everybody hated it because they want to make 3 movies for that new Exorcist thing, but everybody hates this first one. Who knows if they're going to even finish off
like the Mummy franchise, the Tom Cruise Mummy franchise.
Oh, yeah.
The Dark Universe or something. Yeah.
That was wild. They did that big Vanity Fair and photo shoot, and then nothing came from it because they had nothing.
No.
You have to write. And
You have to, yeah.
I think it's honorable that Five Nights at Freddy's threw all the writing out the window. They predicted the writer's strike, and there's like, you know what? In solidarity, we're going to make sure that morons write this.
We don't know if it's a bad film yet. Alex.
I have had enough people that I trust on the
Right,
internet
me
be
too,
like, this
me
is
too.
terrible.
Me too.
To be like, okay.
We'll add our voices, but we're really pushing this thing low. I might watch it
You
and be
guys
like,
are going
it's
to give
not
it a
that
fair
bad.
shake.
It's
like,
not that bad.
I always give it a fair shake.
We give things fair shakes. All right. Well, let me see. Did I have anything else? I think that was it. Five Nights at Freddy's. And did I find something? Oh, I did find one more thing. So the day before, you remember this thing? I'm making fun of it because we think it's vaporware. It's supposed to come out November 10th. There was multiple delayed releases. Not even on Steam anymore. Is it on Steam? Well, apparently they're pushing forward. So, dear the day before fans, here's an update from them today at 1:05. We know you're all eager for more news and information about the day before. We're happy to inform you on Wednesday, November 1st, you'll be getting all the information you've been waiting for and an official final trailer. Stay tuned and wait for the day to come. So, on Wednesday, we will know about its November 10th release. We'll get a final trailer for it. Here's what I think. I think when the trailer comes out, it's going to show a different release. It's going to show like a release that's 8-9 months from now. That's probably what's about to happen. So they're going to delay it through an official final trailer. Because if this thing comes out when it's supposed to, November 10th, when these guys have been radio silent for so long and so few updates, and there's so many YouTube channels that have done videos, it's like, is this even a real game? They've shown more and more gameplay, and it's been getting better and better. So it could be.
I think it's a real game.
It's a real game.
I don't know if it's good, and I actually appreciate the radio silence to a point, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they just had the mentality, look, things are getting out of control with the YouTube videos, with the vaporware stuff. Go radio silent. Put your head down. Let's get this stuff done, right? Let's work on it. Let's get something presentable, and then if it releases and it's fine, whatever, But
yeah.
Also, I
don't think this thing is coming out November 10th. No. We're gonna be pleasantly surprised if it does.
March. It's gonna come out the same day that Skull and Bones.
And they'll have a delayed game
Skull and
fight
Bones
on.
gonna get delayed one more time.
One more time. Okay.
One more
Joe's
time.
calling it. All right. Well, then that's all I got, guys. Thank you all for watching.
Yes.
Thank you to our sponsors in Manscaped. Go check out their links down below. It supports our show, and I hope you have a happy Halloween. We'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.